You're watching us here on this special edition of the big cement deal. Well, Penna done, Andhra done, India Cement's done. The question is, who can be the next potential acquisition target among South Indian cement companies? Hormaz joins in with more. Hormaz.
You know, every time something like this, a deal of this sort happens in any sector for that matter, almost every other company from the sector starts to buzz, and that's what is happening with all the other cement companies today as well. And similar to what we are seeing, lined up some potential acquisition targets, mostly in the southern part of the country, because spoken to experts as well, that most of the southern companies are currently dealing with financial duress, so could be some potential acquisition targets there. Sagar Cement is the first one. Incidentally, this is the one that acquired Andhra Cements from insolvency proceedings, currently has a capacity of 10.5 MTPA, clinker capacity of 6.5, has plants in Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, 3 plants in Andhra and a unit in Odisha as well. Been an underperformer so far over the last 12 months, only 16% higher, and trading at an FY25 EV to EBITDA multiple of 9.2 times. NCL Industries is the other one, where cement is not the only business that it does, but 85% of the company's revenue comes from NCL Industries. 2.7 MTPA capacity, plants in Telangana and Andhra, up 24% over the last 12 months and trading at an FY25 EV to EBITDA of 6.2 times. The third one, KCP, and KCP was in focus because of other reasons all through the month almost. 4.3 MTPA capacity, both of its plants are in Andhra Pradesh, and that was the reason why it was in focus. 132% over the last 12 months, most of which has come in the month of June, and trading at an FY25 EV to EBITDA of almost 9 times. And lastly, Orient Cement, we've had conversations with the management. They've categorically said that they are not on the block, but 8.5 MTPA capacity, a clinker capacity of 5.5, presence in 11 states, plants in 3 states. The stock has also doubled in the last 12 months and trading at an FY25 EV to EBITDA of 9.2 times. So 4 potential acquisition targets in focus. Let's see which one comes up next.
All right, Hormaz, thanks a lot for putting that beautifully, those acquisition targets, and which one comes up next. We have, the experts with us. Let's go back to Jyoti. Jyoti, I wanted your thoughts on 2 things. One, again, which of these names seem investable right now on hopes of there being a deal out there, or is that a trade that you would not want to make right now? And the second thing is that alongside capacity, we've, looked at limestone as well. When it comes to the Adani Group versus Ultratech in the southern part of the country, where do they stand when it comes to limestone reserves?
To your first question is, one, all the 4 assets that have been discussed, I don't think any of them are investable. In fact, there are others which are under this discussion. Ongoing discussion is there on other assets. And I believe you will see a few more deals happening by FY25, maybe 3 or 4 deals. Concluding by FY25.
Which one would that be? Sorry to, just...
I would rather reserve the right to reserve my comments on naming any target as of now. But yes, they are currently...
No, not deals, but which would be investable ideas on, on the back of any potential deal?
I mean, if you look at Tamil Nadu Cement, it's a good asset. Tansum is one of the assets which is there. There is, in fact... I think My Home is another one which is there. And there are other 2-3 assets which I believe would be investable. Of course, within My Home, I would not look at Mela Cheruvu, but I think Jyoti still has got good reserves. So, yeah, I think for any cement company, reserves is the key thing. So, and to that extent, if I compare Ultratech and Ambuja, Adani is struggling. They do have reserve deficit, and that's the whole reason, why these acquisitions are happening. If you look at Penna itself, Penna again has something close to like a 1.2 billion ton of reserves, very good reserves. Because when I was in Lafarge, we were also looking at this. I've done DD of almost most of the assets while in Lafarge and CRH. So Penna has good reserves, and Ambuja, the key issue with Adani is they don't have reserves. So. Yes, while Ultratech is quite, they have good reserves across.
Yeah. But this is done now, right? I mean, India Cements is no longer in play, Jyoti, right? With this 23%. I mean, that's now...
No, it's not there.
It's not. In terms of cement capacity, Rajesh, where do both groups stand overall, on an overall basis, Adani and Ultratech?
So if I look at... on an overall basis, I'll just give you the numbers. Adani, just hold on, please. So post this deal, this Ambuja Ultratech would be close to 180 odd million ton, assuming, if you had this India Cement's capacities in it, whereas Ambuja on a consolidated basis, that would be close to, they would be crossing somewhere 95 million ton odd, with the Penna Cement deal getting onboarded around. So see that for Ultratech the target is 200, crossing or touching 200 over next 2 to 3 years, which with this they are on track. And Ambuja was targeting for 140 million ton. With Penna and other acquisition and a few greenfield which they have announced, greenfield, brownfield, they are on track to touching 140 million tons.
Okay, got that. Had more questions, but I think we're completely out of time. So Pankaj, Jyoti and Rajesh, great to have all of you with us here on this special program.
All right, on that note, what we'll do is we'll take your leave. Stay tuned to CNBC TV18 for more news and updates. That's all we have from the big cement deal.